Hey guys, good afternoon, good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey. Yes, I'm in my room. And hello. Usually my room I'm not I don't show my face, but I'm still in my room. I'm just camping out, uh watching videos. Yes, I think after yesterday I just wanted to just stay indoors and just relax. I have my popcorn that I just made. Yeah. And my drink. Yeah. I have rose hips, fresh lemon, and a what called cinnamon stick in there, and a little bit of uh, sweetener. Yeah, stevia sweetener. I hope you guys are having a good day. Today is December 3rd, 2020, and the time is, I'm just looking at my monitor here, 3:26 p.m. Yeah, I hope everything's good on your side. And today I want to talk about something. I'm not planning on staying on long, but if it goes long, so be it. I have my water in case I need it. Yeah, let me just keep this standing up. I want to get my, uh, fix that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep this tripod up. I want to unscrew it so it could cool off. Oh, okay. Just keep it loose like that. Yeah. Oops. Sorry about that. Sorry, it's on a tripod, but it's unbedded, so it's not stationary. My apology. Yeah, so what I want to talk about today, I think it's important. I was watching some videos on the system, what controls the system, and I discovered on YouTube an individual who was very interesting. Yes, and he got me thinking about reality. He talked about, secret societies, black secret societies, and um, a lot of these black secret societies are actually white societies, but they're using blacks to monitor other blacks, you know. Uh, but it had me thinking, they use the term Lucifer or Luciferian, and my understanding, no, I do not, I do not, I'm not a Luciferian, whatever, or Satanist, anything like that. I am someone who is questioning what life is all about. I was raised in I would say, a mainstream family in New York City, and I went to public school. I'm just like everybody else. Uh, I had my hard knocks, but I always was in a state of introspection. And interesting that my name, I did um, a numerology thing, like uh, I forget what you call it. I guess numerology. You can take a name. Each letter in the alphabet is represented by a number, and you can calculate things, what numerically what they're equivalent to. And my name is equivalent to seven, and it said seven is something that you like to be introspective. And yeah, that's true. That's my whole life. Yeah, and so I'm being introspective today again, and I'm asking myself questions. A YouTuber had shared with me before, um, if you want to open your pineal gland, ask questions. And so that's what I'm doing for the past, consciously for the past 5+ years. Yes, hello, viewer. You could say hello in the chat room if you like. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All are welcome in sharing constructively, your thoughts, questions, comments, etc. So, I'm on a search about reality, my reality. I don't understand life. I've been just searching and going on YouTube. And I think I do so much YouTube because I'm actually looking for something, looking for information. And I purchased tons of books, but I feel that I know I can't read all the books, you know. And when you read one book, then you want to buy five others, you know. And that's what's happened here. But I want to go beyond just a book or books or the Bible. I used to be a Christian for most of my adult life, but I had a paradigm shift that really started in the end of 2014, December of 2014, and now I'm at a state of what's going on and trying new things. And so I watch all these YouTube videos in really search of information. And sometimes information could be overwhelming and I have to back away. Even with books, sometimes I read something and I have to back away from it because it could be overwhelming, the information. So I was just doing something in the bathroom, and uh, some thoughts came to me as I was pondering what this new individual that I'm watching on YouTube. He's a black man, and he studies esoteric information. And I was amazed at the information that he was relaying. All the names. He would just boom, just rattling them off. I wondered, wow, how could he remember all those names and places and dates? I'm not one of those people. So I'm just thinking, and I was wondering, hey, I wondered, should I get in contact with him because I had some questions, and I said, oh, let me write them down before I forget. Um, but in that moment, I said something. I was thinking about light. Was they were saying the term Lucifer, Luciferian, and my understanding that means light bearer. It's not the light, but someone who carries the light. And that got me really thinking. I said, okay, what? Okay, it was my understanding. I was told that this world system could be like a hologram, that what we see, what we believe to be the physical world is all a hologram. And when I think of a hologram, in fact, I went to the Museum of Hologram. It used to be uh, in Manhattan, I think on 20 something street. I think they closed down, but it used to be here. And during vacation, I took a visit to that place. And so I saw how holograms are made. But at least what comes to my mind with a hologram, it's about light. In fact, to make a hologram, you you have the object that you want to make a hologram of, and then you have mirrors, and you have a light beam, and the light beam, hits something. It hit the reflection hits the mirror and it bounces and then bounces off different reflectors, and then the image is captured on, I think, on a film or something. Again, I couldn't be mistaken about certain procedures, but basically what you need the object, you need a laser, uh, mirrors, yeah, and then I think that the film, the thing that's going to capture the image, the hologram, which is three-dimensional to the actual item. Okay. And I said, okay, what is light? See, Lucifer means light bearer. The importance is the light in question. And I said, well, what is light? I know light is a type of is energy. It's a frequency, but I'm also reminded of what we call white light, and I think this system here, this holographic system, requires us, our eyes, to be able to see visible light. And this light is essential for this holographic world to exist, to play its game upon your psyche. It, whatever what you see influences you, good or bad. It influences you. Someone smiling at you, someone frowning at you, uh, works of art, everything affects you. Our body is a receptor, and I think the light is essential for this illusion to take place. And I said, well, if this is a hologram, then this really isn't real. This is not, yes, hello, viewer. Welcome, welcome. Please hello in the chat room if you wish. Okay, so this physical world, again, is essential of this, to have this life, for it to be really functional, a functional holographic world of illusion. Okay. And I said, okay, so like a hologram, the hologram itself is not real, but the item that came from it is real. And so you could manipulate, it's like a copy. You can manipulate the copy, but the real McCoy is not, it's not being touched, but the copy. And we live in a copy world. You can manipulate it. You could do a lot of things with it. You could pick it up. You could, So I then started thinking, okay, a hologram light. What is light? And I mentioned that light is an energy. It's a frequency. Um, and it enables us to see and thus influence this vehicle, this human body. And I said, well, everybody's fighting for this light. These are, the individual that I was just watching on YouTube. He's talking about the secret societies. There's black secret societies that are um, um, in so many, they all seem to be spread out. And they all seem to have a function. What that function is, I don't know. But I think part of it is part of the illusion slash control. It's all about control. And so I said, okay, so if the light is what's being manipulated, does the illusion, the puppet, it's not the puppet that's important, it's the puppeteer. Who is the puppeteer behind this holographic system? We're all looking at the light, but the light here is the illusion. So I started thinking, I make this, hey, how you doing? Amun Ra, Osiris. Yes, I'm doing well. Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for saying hello in the chat room there. I appreciate it. Yeah, so if the light is the illusion, and everybody is fighting the illusion of money in particular, that we have to go out there and get a job, ultimately to get this money, to keep this illusion going, that without money you can't live. But you have dogs, cats, birds, they don't have money, and they live, and they eat, and they live their full lives, whatever what their species is. This are what their species are. So I said, the light is the illusion. The light could be the lie. And that the blackness, black, things that are black, is that which is reality, that which is true. Now, I'm not preaching racism. But we do live in a yes, thank you, Amin Ra. That yes, it is interesting. Now, it's not like okay, this system now again, it's built on different foundations, or I should say, illusions of false truths. Like I was born and raised in the United States of America, the illusion that white people are superior and better than blacks, and black people, they're nobody because they come out from slavery, blah blah blah, and you're no good, and right. And so you start to believe the lie. You even have black people who straighten their hair, or to look like their former oppressors or their current oppressors, or put contact lenses on to look like their oppressors, right? Or want to live in the neighborhood, like where their oppressors live. Now again, this is not an anti-white rant that I'm doing, but I'm trying to make a point about certain realities that people live in the Americas, in the United States in particular, and what could be going on. So if you have this thought life going in your mind that's controlling you, and again, you don't even have to have a, a chain around the neck of oppression. You can use a another type of chain of oppression called lies and belief systems, and that's what's really controlling all of America. You have white people that believe that they're the master race. Some we're in we're in an indoctrination. That's what I'm getting at. There are indoctrinations that people who live here are uh, put through. I was put through an indoctrination of belief systems about myself, about my world, about my neighbor, everybody. Everyone is given an indoctrination on everything, regardless of your race, religion, anything. Everybody in this world is going through some type of initiation slash lie deception to keep the system, whatever word that domain is saying, uh, goes, is to keep the system, the matrix going and going, going. Okay, so if the white light, okay, because this realm here utilizes white light. White light is the accumulation of different colors. Okay, white light is not just white. White light is a component of different colors. Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, uh, violet. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's six lights. Okay. Okay. So um, these different colors represent white light, but this white light in this world system is a world of deception. You think it's real, and our bodies, our minds react to it. I mean, I'm very reactive. I am. I react. I watched a video. I'm reacting by what I see. And what I see, for me to see what I see, requires the white light, the full spectrum light, for me to see that. And thus it influences me. And yes, I have ears too. So the audio waves is a frequency. There are many frequencies is occurring at once. Many different. So again, you have the light frequency, you have the audio frequency, also smell frequency that come out of your throat for us to talk. All these things are at play and is influencing all of us. So again, I start to think, wow, if the white light is the illusion, and this is a duality world system, so the black light may be the real truth. Because the blackness itself is just something that's obscuring something else. but we're taught in this system to fear blackness to such an extent that people in this world are fearful of black people, people with black skin. You have people who just minding their own business, and you have white that look at them and they are fearful because they were indoctrinated to fear black people slash blackness. It's a symbol. Blackness and black people represent, in my opinion, a symbol, a reality of something else that's being obscured. Black people or white people, everybody's the same. People are people. People come in all different shapes, sizes. Melanin, skin color, is just one facet of reality. What about the shape of your hand? What about the size of your feet? You know, it's always another quality that one could focus on. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's just a focus of reality. Wow, my phone. I gotta put my battery on. Yeah, my phone just prompted. Interesting, the phone and then now my battery. Okay, I have to plug this in the battery, my phone. Oh, okay. See, I've come prepared. This is important, people. When I'm talking about. Let me turn on the light. It's getting gray. It's starting to get dark in the room. So let me go like this. That yeah. Yeah. This is important because see, we go about in this world and we have different beliefs, and we see things and we react. And we're taught to be afraid of certain things. We're taught to be afraid of ourselves. We're being taught to be afraid to dig down deep, to know your history. We don't really know our history. I mean, I'm not I'm not a, yeah, thank you, I am listening. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Amin Ra. Yeah, we have to ask ourselves questions. Just like that YouTuber told me, little 5+ years ago, if you want to open your pineal gland, you got to ask questions. Questions open up new channels of thought. And that's what happened when I went to the bathroom and I was starting to contemplate with this fellow on YouTube. I've never seen him in my life. This guy seems to have a lot of information about different organizations and stuff like that, politics. I said, wow, I've never seen him before on YouTube. So, when they mention about Lucifer, why are people, why are we interested in light? What is this preoccupation with this light or Luciferianism? What is the enlightenment? And that's when I started thinking in the bathroom. Isn't it interesting? The bathroom is about cleansing and renewing. And here I'm having this thought that the light, I think the fight, oh wow, the fight of this light is about the fight of controlling the system. The light bearer, Lucifer, there are many Lucifers. There are many people who believe they have a light. If you control the mechanism, you could control people. The mechanism, the vehicle, the car, if you're the driver of a car, you decide where it goes. So you have organizations, what they call the secret societies, the Illuminati, the Boule. They work within the black matrix, the black community here in the United States. And I would imagine they have Boules in the West Indies and in Europe. and maybe even in Latin America and Africa. It's probably all over. They have a network. It's all a network, and even the political parties are all a network too. And they are all factions and trying to control who gets the light, right? You have a light bearer, okay? You're holding it's like a flashlight or a torch, and you're walking around with this light. It's or let's say the light is like in a cup, and it's this thing inside the cup. It's the if light could be contained, that's what they're doing. But what is the light? And I already told you that my little dog wants to climb up. Okay, come on. Come. You don't want to come up? Come up. Okay. It's my little boy, Lavender. Yeah. Some dude tried to take my little boy. Let me show you Lavender. That's Lavender. Yeah, it's my little boy. Yeah, I love him. This dirty guy, disgusting weirdo, tried to grab him yesterday. Yeah, that's why. So I'm staying in today. Yeah. So yes, Luciferians. Again, Lucifer is the light bearer, holder. Well, you have more than one. Oh wow, you have more than one person that wants to hold the light. They want to get the mechanism of controlling this world system. The mechanism is light, the hologram world. And each faction wants to control that light, the visible spectrum world, so they can control it and enslave it. That is what the secret societies is all about. If you possess the light, then you control the mechanism what runs the system. It's a hologram, and the holograph system is the creator of the hologram. That is what these organizations want to control. So they go around influencing people, and maybe some of them are stealing it. 1 minute maybe the light is being carried to one faction, and then it gets stolen another. Remember the movie? If you've seen it, you gotta see it. It's called The Assassins. I bought the movie. It's fantastic. I mean, it's filled with a lot of violence, a lot of violence. But what I like about it is that even that the different factions were really about their assignment, their sense of purpose, and that they're willing to die to fulfill their purpose. And that's what I found fascinating about the movie. It's not the violence, even though it's filled with violence. What I found it interesting that over a period of time, over each generation, these people were about preserving a system that is being controlled. And you have two factions in that movie, what they call the Essenes, I think. No, the Assassins and the Knights. The Templars, the Knight Templars. Those two. And in the movie, it was an object, and it was like the apple. It represented the apple of the beginning of, like Adam and Eve, the apple. And this mechanism called the apple was what gives free will. So just imagine if this apple in that movie, what the real thing that they're fighting for is that mechanism is the key to the illusion / light / the visible light that this world system. And those who possess it control the system. You hear what I'm saying? That light, you got to watch the movie. In the movie it's represented. It looks like it's a little ball. But imagine that. Okay, you have the light bearer, which is the Knights Templar or the assassin. Those are different people who want to hold the light. And the apple is that visible light or that system of control, what dictates you. And in the Bible, as we remember in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, about Adam and Eve, and then they ate they allegedly ate an apple, right? And I mean, the what do you call it? The Bible doesn't say specifically what the fruit was. They just said they ate of its fruit. They ate of something, but they say apple. Uh, you know, um, uh, Current generations for years, and you see pictures, medieval pictures of paintings of Adam and Eve and they're eating an apple. And I'm sure that apple represents something, Um, what that is, I'm not really sure. The significance of an apple, why an apple, why not an orange? If it's the tropics or something, you think it's something fruitful, citrusy, warm, right? Not an apple that grows in cold. Oh wow, I'm just really getting this. An apple grows in cool climates, like the New York tri-state area. They don't grow apples in the tropics. I mean, I'm sure you can grow it, but oranges and things like that, or that's food for thought. Okay, but you getting back on track now. So in that movie, The Assassins, uh, it's representing something that's so important. And again, it's duality, the duality of free will versus the one faction, the assassins, believed in free will. The other faction believed in control. So there's two dualities. Same world, but opposite faction, the same coin. You have a coin. So both of those groups are actually the same coin, and both of them are necessary to keep the system going because the same coin. A coin cannot separate itself. A coin exists with both halves, a head and a tail. That makes up the coin, but they're fighting. Just like in the United States of America now, we had the election, and but yeah, people fighting. People are dying on the street through the fighting, you know? And I think we're all being fooled. We're being fooled because we're still in the light, just like in the movie Assassin. They're both killing each other over the centuries. And 1 minute, one group, one faction has that thing that looks like an apple, and it's control of the system. Well, what is the system? The visible light, the hologram. And what was in the movie about disobedience? What is disobedience? Obedient, disobedient. I think that's all a part of the chaos. You know, it what is it all about? See, I'm losing my my voice. What is it all about? When all things being said and done, within, let's say you were able to have a meeting with both of these groups, the assassins and the Knights Templar, let's sit down and talk. What's the problem? Brother, this never happens. See, I get these computer calls. Yeah, sorry about that. It's a computer call. They get my number and boy. So either way, it's not about anything. When you go sit down, what's your argument about? What do you want? It's to get the system going. Duality, black, white, green, red, up, down, yes, no. But there's other light out there, black light. There's infrared. There's other spectrums. But this world system relies on visible light, You know, if you get like a what's called a prism, it's a triangle. It's made out of glass. It's long, like a wand. It has three sides, equal sides, and you put it up to visible light, and then you're going to get a rainbow. The rainbow is the breakdown of the white light. That's all what a rainbow is. It's white light broken down. And this white light allows us to see this physical world of illusion, but there are other spectrums. And I believe the system that's controlling this system lives outside of this white light system. And because it lives outside of this system, it is in essence can like look down on us, to see the whole and manipulate. It may live in the what you call the infrared. If you those of you who have pets, like cats in particular, cats could see at nighttime. They I mean their eyes are different. The reptiles. Okay, you have what David Icke, the researcher, what does he always talk about? The reptiles. What do reptiles have? That those funny eyes that the um, irises are vertical while ours is round, and the vertical line I guess allows them to the eyes to open up all the way, right? Okay, I'm right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. The vis the reptiles probably could see at night. In the infrared spectrum. They can see the visible spectrum, but they can also see in the invisible. And they live in the invisible realm, but they have access to this physical realm that we live in. But they want you fighting in this duality. And it's all about nothing. Get two people who are fighting for years. What's your beef? What is it? I like watching. I like listening to country music. Oh, I like listening to hip hop. Okay, and in the end, what's the significance of that? And they go, oh, I don't know, right? It's about control. They want you preoccupied with the physical white light of chaos. And the light bearers, there's more than one light bearer because you have different factions, and they all want to possess the visible light of control. This world operates on the white light mode. And if you can manipulate the light, what is light? Light also, what's the opposite of light? Darkness. And you can manipulate the two, right? You have bright white, and then you have the darkest dark, and then in the middle you have the gray, right? Excuse me, right? And what happens when you develop a shadow? You can create new illusions. An illusion, spookism, emotions, just with light. The opposite of light, is darkness, shadows. It requires both. I'm thinking the light is our real enemy. Light is our enemy. Light, and you have people say, oh, I'm the white hat. I'm the good guys. No, you're not. You believe in the illusion. You're trapped in the illusion like I was. The illusion of white and dark, light and dark. Oh, because I got the light, I'm in truth. No, you're not. We're not in truth. There's nothing true about this world system. Nothing. Nothing. A white hat, the black hat. You notice with the riots that are going on, you have the Antifa, and they're usually skinny white dudes, but they all wear black, and they're real, yeah, real skinny and everything. See that about the duality, about the system, about the visible spectrum of light, and that they're playing that game, the dark game, and then Trump is believing in the what you call the white game. They even call him a white race, a white racist, right? A Nazi, right? These are just different spectrums. It's a spectrum they're playing. They're playing the light spectrum of the hologram. And the hologram is falsehood that we believe in. And they're all trying to possess control over the holographic world. Whoever controls the apple controls this planet. Period. So this world system is all about that planet, the people, the beings that go around trying, get control over this apple, the apple of control. Again, in the Bible, what happened? What controlled Adam and Eve? The apple, right? The symbol of the apple. We don't know what type of fruit it was. It could be. It doesn't matter what it was, but that it was something. And so so you find that Hollywood again, Hollywood, magic, illusion, creating the illusion, and they tell you basically what they're about, what the new scenario is, right? It teaches you secrets. The movie The Matrix. I think something like that is probably going on. I believe it. I believe that there is a chasm that separates this physical world of existence and the dream world. The dream world is another world. And I'm wondering whether the dream world is really the AI world that we're all a part of. I didn't know I was going to mention about that, but listen to me. Like, we're in this existence, and then we go to sleep. Like this computer here. That's a computer. It has to go to sleep. It goes dormant. It never really shuts itself off. The body, the mechanic, might go to sleep, but the software is always on. The software is always running in the background. So are we. Our body is like a computer, and different things could, I think, tap onto us. And listen to this guy, this black fellow that I'm watching. Like I start to think like, oh, I hope I can remember. Yeah, it's like our body is like a vehicle, and different things can control it. And maybe this world system is really, about controlling our bodies. We're all like robots. We're biological machines, but I think somewhere else is actually controlling us. Just like the movie Avatar. Remember that movie Avatar? What happened in Avatar? Have any of you ever seen the movie Avatar? Yes or no? If you haven't seen the movie Avatar, go see it. What happened in Avatar? Yeah, the scientists. Yeah, go see it. Amin Ra, go see it. Go see it. If you like the movie The Matrix, go also see the movie Avatar. It's explaining what's going on. Hollywood, it just relates to different facets of truth, what's actually going on. Again, this world system, the spectrum, like a light, The rainbow is just a breakdown of the white light. Hollywood is just different facets of the light that they reveal to you. Yeah, go see the movie The Matrix then, Amun Ra. Yeah, they give splinters of truth and reality. And the movie Avatar that came out some years ago, um, it's about a planet, some other planet, and it's very like an Adam and Eden, like a Garden of Eden paradise. And these scientists from planet Earth uh, wanted to invade this planet to get this particular mineral, this substance that has extreme uh, potency of energy for them to exploit. And so they to get into that world, they had taken genetic samples of these indigenous people who look blue. They're blue people, giants, and then they mixed it with human DNA. Yeah, go see it, Amun Ra. You got to see it. It's fantastic, you know. And it teaches. I mean, they were able to grow uh, these beings, these blue people, and then once they're able to, like, let's say they took my DNA and mix it with those blue people's DNA. They grow the body in a like a tank, a water tank, and then once it comes into full development, the human that they use to help make that blue person look alike, um, they're able to put their soul, the human being is able to then put their soul into the blue person and imitate the blue people and live amongst them and deceive them. The only difference that how you could tell the artificial blue person and the real blue people is that the artificial people have 5 fingers, while the avatar they have like three. Yeah, 3 fingers and a thumb. And the same for the toes. That's only different. And that's interesting in itself, what those numbers mean. Why do they have us to have five? And, why not make them have 5 fingers also? But, you could maybe find out and tell us. So think of it like that. So you have people who want to come into human society. They take our genetics and they live amongst us, and they control the planet. They'll destroy you if because see they want something that you have. They don't want to outright tell you, oh, we want this, because what they want is something sacred. What the scientists want is I mean what the scientists want is something that's sacred to the blue people, and those blue people would never give that up. It's their God. Okay, so how are you going to manage? Well, you got to get people that look like them, just like planet Earth. There are people that live amongst us that kind of look like us, talk like us, but when you really examine them, they're not you. But they control. They control the planet. They control everything, and they'll do anything to get it and to enslave you. So again, you know, you have different realities, and they want you, like the Matrix, to use you as an energy source, as a labor force, a slave force. I think that's definite. That this is like a slave planet because there's really no freedom. And like, I mean, I've never been in jail or prison, but if you look at systems, how do people act when they're in prison or jail? They like to fight, right? And they fight amongst each other, yet they're in the same boat. Look at Black America. We're always fighting each other in America, but we're not fighting the people that are oppressing us, right? We're taught not to like ourselves, right? This is part of the lie, the part of the lie of the duality in the white and black system. So it's about light and the absence of light in the duality system, and the light of the hologram of control. And they represent this control with the duality of people. They're white, so-called white people and so-called black people, and then they have you fight each other. And they have one considered the good and one considered the bad, part of the holographic means of control. And then they convince you, the black race in America, that you're nobody, and have you kill each other because you're stuck in it. You believe their lie. You actually believe it. And if we didn't believe it, we wouldn't be doing half the things what we're doing. Hey, Peanut, what is that? What are you barking at? Let me get her. Come on, baby. You wanna? Oh, no, no. I'm talking right now. Let me show you her. You want to get on camera? That's her. Go look. Yeah, you're on camera. You're on camera. Her name is Lilac. I hope I got her. Did you see her? Let me know if you see her. I can just turn the thing like this. I forgot I had that button. Yeah, that's her. I forgot I had the button that you could toggle. Yeah, don't worry. You gonna get your dinner. You're gonna get your dinner, Mrs. Not right now. Yeah. Boy, my lips are getting dry. Let me get this. Oh, sorry. Boy, my lips are dry. Chapstick. Oh, God. So, it is a matrix of control. And what is that? Like David Icke says, all they're reptiles. What does the reptile eyes have? What can reptiles do? They can see in the darkness. They can see. I think things like that. Um, what enables them also, they can see infrared, like those people in the military when they're on a night watch. They have those infrared goggles so they can see. There's another world that you can see, but our eyes, we don't have the eyes to see that. But maybe the what you call like the eye on the dollar bill, the all-seeing eye. Maybe that's what it's all about. I can see you. Yeah, you can see in the visible world, but you can also see in the our invisible world, and it's watching us. It's watching us remotely. And so, what I was going to mention, I almost forgot. Like what I was mentioning earlier, and I forgot to really elaborate on it. Like I've been sharing in many my live streams this year when I do my vision, when I have like when I wake up in the morning from dreaming or sleeping, I lie in bed, I stay still, keep my eyes closed, and then just relax. And I've been seeing things. I don't hear anything, I just see things with my eyes closed. Uh, Sometimes it looks like a video, that is something that's actually moving live. Sometimes it looks like a photograph of something, a still photo, okay? But recently, like, I think what's going on, that there is the dream world, and then there's this world that we live in. And when you awake, you could extend the borders between or the chasm between the two worlds. They're both real, in its own way. But if you can extend the bridge between the two worlds, you can see things. I don't know what the reality is of the thing in between. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I've been seeing people, places. I've been seeing this year scientists. I saw a scientist in a lab, and he had this long cylinder device, and I saw the device yesterday in a vision that I didn't mention. Um, and it has these two metal rings. A ring might be maybe an inch in diameter, and there was two of them that was maybe 6 inches apart from each other, and you grab on the metal ring, to manipulate, move about this long shaft of a device. And I think this device, I saw a man holding it. The guy just had a familiar face to me. He was a white man, older white man, could have been maybe in his 60s, something like that. Uh, I'm pretty sure he had the white lab coat, had a whitish hair, you know, mostly white hair, graying, and it was cut short, relatively short short on the side. Oh, okay. Hi, James Woody. Yeah, CERN maybe. Okay. But I saw this. I saw this room, and on the top, like the thing was aiming downward towards my vision, what I was seeing, as if I was at that place. The man is looking down, and I'm looking upward, and the vision, the length of time it took me to see what I saw happen quickly upon awakening. That's the trick. The more that you can get your mind conscious of when it's shifting from the dream world to this physical world, uh, you can see that window. It's a broader window, and you can see things that you're not supposed to be seeing. Um, and so it happened quickly. This transition in states of awareness, and I see the guy, and he was looking at me with like a smirk on his face. I saw it. I saw it. And he was like a couple of feet up above me, looking downward. And I don't think I was supposed to see him. That's the first time I saw him, and it was clear. I saw him very clearly. And then, boom, the distortion, and then I couldn't see anymore. So that's why I'm also thinking that we might be entrapped in something like the movie The Matrix, something that's controlling our consciousness state. And it's required for us to sleep. And when we sleep, we go somewhere else. We have another existence or something. Or maybe we're part of a computer, and of course you have to rest. You can't stay awake for a week. Your body has to disengage with your consciousness for it to get a rest. Just like your computer, you can't just leave your computer, it'll burn out. And I think I wasn't supposed to see what I saw, and other things I think are being messed with. um, I think we're all being messed with. The only difference was that I saw in between the two realms of existence, the sleep world and then this physical realm, and I'm learning how to extend in between and able to see different things. I don't understand what I'm saying. I've seen places, I've seen buildings, and um, when I try to do a meditation, like outside of outside of bed, when I just wake up, when I like go in my living room to do a formal meditation, you sit down and you have your incense, your candle, all that, all that gobbledygook, and then you close your eyes and relax. I'm not really able to see that much when I do that. Um, but when I do, what? The only thing that I've really been able to see recently is a faint outline of some large room, but I don't know where this place is. And it's the same room because it's the same dimensions, you know. And then, oh, it was a couple of days ago. It was the day that it was it could have been the mid of last week. It could have been last week sometime. I was I had something to eat and I was real tired and I took a nap, but I had my computer on in the living room on, and so I can hear everything. And uh, I I I was seeing a lot of things, and then I saw. I think that's when I saw the room. I think that was the one when I saw the. Oh, I forget now. 'Cause I don't want to give wrong information of that particular vision. But I know at one point of what I did see at some time last week was a room with the red carpet, and it had these designs on the carpet, you know. And wondering whether that was the room that I'm trying to see in when I'm wake out of sleep and stuff. There's some type of room that's keep on repeating the outline of faint room. Uh, but I'm wondering what it's all about. I think it was a couple of years ago in a meditation. Do you ever try to sketch what you see? Sometimes. Thank you for asking that question, James. I have in the past drew some things down, what I saw, yes. Um, but the thing like the carpet and stuff, because I can't really see it. You know, saw the color. It was a bright, last week it was a bright red. But the designs on it, I cannot tell. Yeah. Um, yeah, I wish I were better with details too. Like, I might see it, boom, but then how to explain what I see? And you say, okay, draw it, but it's like I didn't see it long enough. Like for me, how my mind works. For me to be able to explain what I saw, I have to mentally say, okay, like this thing behind me. Okay, this is a bed. Okay, this has a horizontal bar, and okay, that looks about an inch and a half uh, square all around, and then another. I have to, I have to say to my brain to recall it. Even color, okay, that's the color red, or that's the color purple, whatever. I have to say it. But if it's not there long enough for me to register it to my conscious self, uh, I, I'm I'm out of luck. That's just how my mind works. I would like to learn how to really recall because some things that I have seen, I've seen words. I've seen like what do you call it? Like a monument, and it had a name on it. It was a long name. I saw the letters and everything, but I'm not able to recall what the name was because I have to like I have to sound out every letter, every word. And that's okay, that says such and such. Yeah, so I have to learn how to uh, record, in my head quicker. Yeah, so I've seen things like that. I've seen things like I'm looking at a monitor, uh, and I see people walking in the what you call a security camera. I saw what appeared to be I mean, you just see, in the vision. I'm not like seeing like a camera or something. I'm just seeing what I'm seeing. But I think um, in reality, what that thing is a recording of something like a security camera viewing somebody. And I saw this thing, and I'm seeing people. Okay, I saw a lady and a young child at this monument. It seemed very quiet. The scene it was an outdoor scene, and the camera it seemed as if it was a camera aiming at a direction towards this place. It was in a park of some type, And then you see a man, chubby guy, walk like partly towards the two people. It stands and wait, and then the two people at a distance come and meet him, and then they talk, and then they all together walk past the camera. I said, what the hell is this? What is this? Clear as clear. And it looked like, because like a monitor, especially a security camera, it's kind of like washed out the image a little bit. I saw this. Why am I seeing what I'm seeing? So that's why I realized that there's more to this life. Our brain is only a receptor. It receives signals. And if you guys out there that are watching, you'll be able to do the same thing. You'll be able to do the same thing. So yes, I want to read books and all that, but I say, something? There's a there's something out there that's outside of all these books, that's outside of the Bible that I want to tap into. The Bible is an illusion. It gives clues, but it's not the truth. The Quran is not the truth. The Buddha is not the truth. There's things outside of every religion, every book here, and you can tap into it yourself. That's what I'm about. And I think that's why I'm hesitant at times to want to read. I mean, I want to read, but I want to go beyond any of these books by getting information myself. And again, you have to also question even what you see. Is what I'm seeing, is it part of AI? Someone could just say, oh, okay, someone is doing to my understanding, based on this YouTuber that I saw, um, I don't know the name of the YouTuber, but this guy, and he lives in New York City, who does meditation. He teaches classes in meditation, and he was meditating in Central Park by Cleopatra's Needle. It's on 80 something street, more towards the east side of Central Park. And when he did so, he made mention that these helicopters, black helicopters, started circling around him. And he also did that same type of meditation in his home. And the same phenomena happened. These helicopters came and to try to find out who this person is. What was happening, according to him, again, this is according to him, his story, that when there are individuals who have certain talents of tapping into certain frequencies. Everything is a frequency. That's why I started out this video with the light. Is the light really darkness? What is light? Light is energy. It's a frequency, and when you think, it is a frequency. Your brain is all electrical current and stuff. It's a frequency, and our brain could tap into things, just like some of you have what they call Bluetooth, right? It's some device you put in your ear, and you can answer your phone. There's no wire to it, but it receives, and then it translates the impulse that it's gathering for your brain to process and to hear. So this individual is able to tap into a frequency. Some frequencies, according to him, are off limits. Some frequencies that you may tap into is not for you to participate in. And when you do, when your frequency taps into this private frequency, it triggers a signal to people who monitor the frequency. They're like the gatekeepers. They serve as gatekeepers of the system, of the grid, whatever you want to call it. And so they came, so because government has devices where they can track down where certain frequencies are emitted from, because for him to tap into that, that means his frequency had to leave and tap into that frequency, just like a computer. Okay, that's a computer. Like a computer, when you hack into a computer, computer experts have people who protect, who are gatekeepers of that, what they call um the computer system. I forget what you call it. But it'll come to me. But it's a system, a network, right? You have to have it protected, because when you go on the internet, anybody can have access because it's all electronic. It all goes through a cable network, right? Which has a frequency. And so, like a computer in a company, and you got to have gatekeepers to protect your system of information, right? And this person that is meditating, in essence, tapped into a somebody else's computer system, but mentally or spiritual, what you want to call it. He tapped onto someone else's phone line, so to speak, right? And when that happened, it rang the bell, the alarm, and they were able to track where the uh, originator, who tapped into it. Just like if someone tapped into your computer, it leaves like an address or where it came from, who tapped into it. Everything has like a signature, an address, so to speak, and they're able to electronically track the originator or the address of the person who tapped onto their frequency line, okay, and then um, they sent somebody to investigate, helicopter, and they saw him. So that, I think, is what's going on. That a freak that we are part we can tap into certain things, but they don't want you access to it. Start doing the same thing. I'm not saying, hey, go out there and go into someone's computer system, so to speak. No, I say, um, word of intent to for other realities of truth. The only thing I found absolute in this world are numbers. I think numbers are the key. Oh, very good, James. James Woody, thank you for bringing to my memory. Thank you. Let me say this. I'm so glad, James, that you brought that out. Numbers. Well, let me tell you what I did yesterday. Boy, yeah, I wanted to talk about this too. Numbers. Okay, I was listening to a program. He's a Christian guy, and he he is a pro-Trumper, but he's about prophecy. His whole thing is about Bible prophecy, and he had a recording of this guy. He did pass away in 2016. Something Clement. Last name is Clement. Um, Forget his first name, but he was I think an evangelist or something. He was into Bible prophecy, and he was supposed to be a prophet himself, and he prophesied certain things that happened in the different elections and the politics that was going on. And he made mention about um, this YouTuber made mention about when Trump got inaugurated, 4 years ago, approaching 4 years ago, that it's not by accident, they said. He was 70 years old, 7 months. Everything was the number seven with him. Everything. Everything. He is the number seven. And I said, hmm. So I tried it out myself. Okay, there's a okay. The, there, and it's free. You can go online. It's what do you call it? It's a for numerology. It's like Kabbalah and things like that. That every letter is given a number. Like A is one, B is two, C is three, etc., etc. And they're able to calculate what your number is numerically. I mean, what your name represents numerically, and these numbers represent certain aspects about your life, your purpose, etc. Okay, so I typed up his name. Okay, almost forgot. How you do this? Okay, um, get Trump's birthday, and then the day that he was inaugurated, which was about 4 years ago, and calculated yourself. Everything was seven. It was amazing. 70-year old, 7 months, seven everything. So I tried it. Typed in his name. I'm sorry. I typed in his birth date and the day of the inauguration. Boom. And you see for yourself. See for yourself. So then when I saw that the guy was telling, because I thought the guy, because a lot of evangelists I don't believe. I came out of religion. I came out of Christianity, and I mean I respect the principles that the Bible teaches, but the religion, the institution, I don't follow anymore. Um, so I was skeptical, and I said, I'm gonna see if he's just joshing me or he's just making up stories for me to say, oh, to be bejeweled, And yes, I did it, you know, and it's free online. You just, what do you call it? The number system, and you just do it. Yeah, it's amazing. And then I said, hey, let me try me. A lot of weird things has happened to me, paranormal things I didn't understand, and so what I did, there were, yes, yeah, thanks, James. So I said, hey, certain things happen to me at certain periods in my life. I wonder, am I under certain numbers? Like they say, like certain numbers, like master numbers they call it, like the number 11, the number 33, are all master numbers that they represent something more powerful. Okay, everything has a number, but some numbers are very influential. Okay, so I wanted to see whether a particular event that happened to me that I may have mentioned to many times, um, in May 9th, 2018, I was having lunch with someone that I know, and a certain thing happened to both of us. We were there for almost 2 hours, and we were talking about occultic things. We were talking about this super soldier secret space program and O negative blood. That was the last thing I talked about. Oh, we talked about paranormal also when we were young. Uh, but the very last thing I was talking about was that I know of some people who are O negative, and then it hit me, this thing, and it caused me physical harm. It was something electrical that was hit upon my body. It hit the other person too, but I got the full blast of it. It caused severe earache, diarrhea for 1 month, um, heart palpitations. What else? Mental confusion, depression, mental confusion at the point of impact when it hit me, and then I heard something audible. This woman yelling at me, but it was a faint voice inside the center of my head. I think what happened was a weaponry that I know sounds really bizarre. I don't do drugs. I don't. I didn't drink alcohol. I just had water that day, hamburger, fries, and a salad. Okay, and it was for like the whole thing might have lasted maybe 15 seconds, and then it stopped. But my body was affected by this thing. I went to the doctors to get blood tests. Everything came out negative. So it angered me because someone is not minding their business, tapping into my conversation. It was a private conversation. It was at a restaurant. Just two other couples were in the room, and it was at the end of the day. Um, we were about to leave at 6 p.m. We had a late lunch, and they're getting ready for the dinner session. But we were just about to leave. We had already paid everything. It was just about to leave. I was just finishing drinking my water. Then boom, happened. Just like that. So what I did was to find out whether anything number wise, what the significance of that point. And yes, it was something significant. I put in my date of birth and the date that when that happened, and it was all 555, all fives. Yeah, I was uh the my age, the month, and just like with Trump, his thing was all sevens. Mine was all fives. And you know what else? That it dawned on me. And I told you that we got there around 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. And I think we physically left there at 6 o'clock. But again, we um, it was just before 6 o'clock when the phenomena happened, and the phenomena happened, which could have been at 5:55 p.m. or sometime around that time, because at 6 o'clock is when we physically left. But I was just trying to compose myself for just a couple of minutes. Everything aligned up to the number 5 or 55. Everything was five in it. And I said, oh my God, wow, wow, it was amazing. The other events that I tried, there was no correlation. There was nothing. But that event, and it still pisses me off. It angers me because I realize that some of us, or maybe all of us, are being observed. And I'm not trying to sound paranoid, but yes, we are being observed out there. People are being observed. People being monitored. And yes, I was in the military, so I don't know whether um, that I was tracked, given an implant, whatever. I think I was implanted something. And I made mention in earlier videos, I think from in 2018 and 2019, I was feeling like the base of my spine vibrating, uncontrollable. It was really weird. And again, I'm a very healthy person. I didn't have an injury or whatever like that. I didn't fall on my backside, whatever. But very strong vibration and other things. I said, I think I'm being trapped. I am being trapped. And this other this was actually a dream, but it was a lucid dream. Again, a scientist. Um, it was a female, and she had a Germanic voice. It could have even been Dutch. Dutch is a Germanic language. I had seen someone on YouTube who was from Holland and had the same type of accent. So I'm thinking maybe they could have been from Holland. And I saw the lady's face, and they were doing some type of experiment. And I'm wondering whether this was something that was happening to me as it was happening, then on the spot, or was it a memory of something being done to me? And they wanted me afraid of this. They were having me see a virtual reality of a tiger, and they said for me to let the tiger eat me. Sounds really bizarre. This is what happened. It was a lucid dream, and then I woke up. Yeah, but I saw the lady. Who's that lady? So I'm wondering that some of us, could be being monitored, and being monitored to do for could be scientific experiment, tracking people, demographics, or waiting for an assignment. I don't know. I don't know. I know this sounds very far fetched and wild, but some of us, look at some people's lives. You think those people out in the street looking like zombies? They're being controlled. Drugs. Drugs could have certain, what do you call it, components inside of it, trackers, or um, AI, things built into it to make them go off. And then at a later date, they could program them to do things, right? So I think that's all what's happening. This call, what about the guy that tried to get my dog? He looked like he was under some type of mind control. Yeah, those of you who didn't see the video yesterday, you just go on my site. Um, I said that the dirty guy that tried to grab my dog, he was physically dirty. Looked like a drug addict, a white fellow. These piercing, evil blue eyes. Horrible. And I got him on I forgot I had my camera on. I had my body cam because I had certain incidences that happened to me in Central Park. These wannabes, and I said I'm gonna have. I said because I didn't have it on for a long time, over a month. I said, let me put it on. These people are getting weird out there. I put it on. Forgot I even had it on. Luckily, I had it and had the picture, video film. Yeah, just go on my, well, after this live stream, if you feel like looking at my video that I uploaded yesterday. Oh, I mean, it was an upload, not a live stream. Because it was a body cam, and then I had to upload it on the computer. Yeah, it's about 19 minutes long because I just go off and off, or I do use some language, so I apologize for that. But I was getting very angry as I thought about it, and when I examined the video, I realized the guy had seen me at a distance, and he planned what he did. And my body, something about me sensed that this guy was not right. So I had stopped in my, because see, if I continued walking, we would collide into each other. So I said, let me stop right here, let this thing walk past me. Because I thought he was just going to go, nope, boom, and then right at me. You can see the video. Yeah. Some of you may be required to have video going on because things, people may try to set you up. This person was at a far distance. Why did he come on? He loves dogs so much. There are tons of dogs. Why did he do that? I don't know. I don't know. Never seen in my life. He looked like a homeless white dude, young guy, in his 20s. He looked like in his 20s. But you see him, he looks like someone who's newly like homeless, like, you know, yeah. New York has a lot of people from people from out of town are coming into New York and are homeless, the druggies, Oh, but the point about druggies, that they could be, uh, their lives might have been traumatized, and they do drugs to cope, and they lose their mind. What you think about the pineal gland? Yeah, I really don't know a lot about the pineal gland other than that they say the pineal gland secretes this chemical called DMT, and that allows you to see things in the dream world and things like that and in visions. And so um, I think like when I was doing the meditation in the morning when I just wake up and I'm still lying in bed, my eyes closed. I had done this one time. I had like just go like this, like that, and the squeeze of my body, my head, made the vision pop out in bright color. And I think what happened, like the pineal gland secretes the DMT material, substance, and it gets in your blood system. And so when I squeeze like that in my body, you know, um, it squeezed the last remains of the DMT from the pineal gland into my blood system, and that allowed me to see it in vivid color, very clear, quickly like that. Um, it doesn't happen all the time, but when I did it that time, I just speculate that's what happened. That whatever the squeezing activated something, and it permitted me to see in that split second something. And it was a room. It was that particular vision I had was I was looking down below in a lobby. It was a big lobby, and it had mostly guys. They were wearing black business suits, and they all just just talk. I didn't hear anything, but I just see them just relax, conversing, and it was a bright gold color carpet, and it had this swirly designs on the carpet. And when I did that squeeze, it the color of the carpet was so bright. It is a good idea to walk around with a body cam. We're in the age when you have video proof, or it never happened. Exactly. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. You have people who make up stories, and you have people who are not believed. And I forgot I had it on. Yeah. I said, oh, cause for about a month I didn't have it on. I said, oh, you're just being paranoid. Oh, just love and light. What if this person would have actually taken my dog, right? What if that lady, Amy Cooper, who lied on that black dude in Central Park's Ramble, and said, "Oh, black man, try to harm me and my dog," right? You have people who lie on us or lie on anybody, and I've encountered people with that mentality in Central Park. I go with my dogs to get some fresh air and sunshine. Um, I'm minding my own business, but this is what happened to me. Yeah, people now with COVID, people are so stressed, and what happens when people are stressed? They do things that they may not ordinarily do, and they're getting aggressive. The whites, right? The white people who go to Central Park. Well, some of the white people in Central Park are getting aggressive verbally, and then you have the blacks, but out in the street, I had gotten groped by a guy wearing a black dude wearing a Black Lives Matter T-shirt, and he groped me, and I got his picture, and I did a video on it. So those who want to see that, you can see that also. That happened over the summer, June or July of this year. Yeah, just right. Got groped in my YouTube channel. Yeah, my little girl. You're barking. I know you gotta get your dinner. You'll get your dinner. Yeah, yeah. So, Lavin, Lala, you'll get your food. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, they're calling me. Yeah, she has me trained by my little girl. Let me show you. Go bark again. Go bark again. Bark, bark. You're just barking. That was her. See how sweet she looked? But she's demanding. She is demanding. I love her to death. She knows that. It's my other babies. Say hello, Lily. Say hello. Yeah, they were. Yeah. You're not gonna get that popcorn. Yeah, I made popcorn. I made popcorn. Yes, I did. Let me turn the camera. Let me turn the camera. I have a small one that clips into a shirt or jacket. It also has a magnet that can be stuck on top of a car. We can, okay, take it. Yeah, yeah. It's age to protect yourself. Protect yourself because I think some of us are going to be set up. Oh, just another thing I almost forgot. There's a YouTuber. I generally don't mention YouTubers' names, whatever, and I don't know whether I mention her name, but this YouTuber who investigates things that are happening in the government and, how things are related to other things. I think her channel was pulled. She's from Canada. Groping. Please get some pepper spray. Yeah, unabashed. Yeah. Yeah, that's what a cop told me. I'm afraid. I have to get out of this fear mode. See, I don't want to have to use it. That's my problem. For me to use it, that means I have to be close to that person and aiming at them. I don't want. I don't want to do that. But I need to protect myself. I need to do something. I don't want to be cooped up at home all day. I don't want that. I want to be in freedom. I want to be able to go to Central Park. But it's hard because, see, my dogs are tethered to me. So it would be hard for me to physically fight someone because of all the leashes that are attached to me. I have a belt, a leather belt, and it's an industrial belt that you could put attachments. And so it's like I gotta I have to be able to do something. I have to do something. I don't want to have to use it. These people are crazy. I never done this type of. I'm not a violent person, but I've got to protect myself. I have to do something. So yeah. Oh, my little look at see that. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Also. Oh, okay. So real quickly before I go. So this information, people are giving information. There are all different types of people out there. And like a diamond, you have different facets to a diamond, facets of truth. Everyone doesn't have all of the truth. We all have parts of truth, of different dispensations out there. And her video, her channel, um, was pulled because she was fantastic. Her research is fantastic about. She knows how to connect the dots of different events that's happening, politically. And she was really getting stressed out. And then um I was thinking about her today after listening to this black fellow on YouTube who seems to know about all these politics stuff. And this person, so I type her name in, and it's not there. And then I see other, because I typed in the name on YouTube. Her name is channel name Amazing Polly. Amazing Polly. Fantastic researcher. And I think they pulled her channel because she was getting too much information and putting it out there about the system. And I think it's a matter of time that my channel also might be pulled. They already they pulled 3 videos of mine. They also are limiting, like I have uh, subscribers who don't get my videos. They told me so. And then I did a video indicating that I was informed that some of you subscribers aren't getting notification. So they're minimizing exposure of my videos, and then the ability to monetization. It doesn't take a lot of courage to use weaponry, but pepper or hornet spray reaches pretty far and can literally take someone down. Oh, okay, unabashed. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I mean, I bought one before. I had started a business some years ago, and I did purchase it, uh, pepper spray. Um, I'll maybe I'll get another one. I never had to use it, thank God. But uh, I may have to maybe wear it around my neck, and they'll see, hey, this chick got her mace, you know, do something. Yeah, I want them to know that I got a weapon and I'm willing to use it. That maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. So yeah, so I mentioned about this lady, ladies channel, Amazing Polly, that see I'm giving out information, and those of you who have been listening for the past week, I've been getting up early in the morning, like at 3 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, doing videos, live stream videos, and um, all of a sudden the information, the screen freezes on me. All this interference. Why? So I think they're telling me that, hey, they're listening. They don't like that I'm talking about the dreams, the visions that I'm having, and discussing how you can go see in between the different worlds, realms out there, and freeing your own mind. Because life isn't just in a book. There are things in books, but there's more outside of the book too. And I wanted you to know you can tap into that yourself, because there's a lot of misinformation. Find the information for yourself, and be helping your liberation process. I've been in bondage for years, and I'm just slowly trying to awaken out of this system of control. I was heavily controlled, heavily, heavily, heavily brainwashed. So it's a time to awaken, and in the process, people are trying to sabotage, and it's just a matter of time that they may pull down my channel as well. You know, but it just if that happens, it's just telling me I know I'm on the right track. So yeah. So let me go. My doggies are pouring me right now. She's scratching on my arm because they want to eat their dinner. Okay. So I thank you again for people for listening. Share this video with friends, family members. You could subscribe to my channel, Spirit Journey. And those of you who want to support me, and in fact, my birthday's coming up in 2 days. On Saturday, it's my birthday. Yeah, you could PayPal me, and my PayPal me link is on my channel on the top banner on my on my banner on the right side of the banner of my channel is my PayPal me link. Just click on it and follow the prompt. You have ever tried astral planning? Yeah, I did try to astral travel. Yes, I did. I mean, I didn't accomplish it, but I almost. My arm came out of my astral arm came up. And that was it. So yeah, thank you for asking. So let me go. This is my doggy letting me know, mommy, I want to eat dinner now. Okay. So I thank you all. Peace and love. Okay. Take care. And yes, you can PayPal me. Any amount would be appreciated. I thank you all in advance. Okay. So take care and enjoy your day in truth and light. Okay. Bye bye.